to sort through some recycling and talk about why it's important to keep as much trash as possible out of the landfill. Do you know what happens to your trash after you put it on the curb and the trash service comes to pick it up? I know that you know that it goes to the landfill, but then what happens to it at the landfill? It sits there for decades. It gets covered up, it gets no oxygen, and it takes maybe hundreds of years, millennia to break down. Did you know that it takes glass 1 million years to decompose? 1 million years. The glass needs to be sorted by color. So I put all the green glass in one, and then you put all the brown glass together, and then you put all the clear glass together. The cardboard and paper, you separate it by corrugated cardboard, which is just the basic brown cardboard. And then you can separate it by paperboard, which is this kind of cardboard. And then people put catalogs in there that I separate out because you can recycle them separately. Once it gets to the landfill and it sits there and it takes decades and decades to break down, while it sits there, the whole time it's releasing methane, which is a greenhouse gas. I'm sure you've heard that term, greenhouse gas, but do you know why it's called greenhouse gas? Think of a greenhouse. You know how they have that big piece of plastic over the top because they want to catch the sun's rays, but they want the warmth to stay in there. So underneath that plastic, it gets really hot. So methane is a greenhouse gas because as it gets released, the Earth's atmosphere acts like a greenhouse. It acts like that piece of plastic. So methane has nowhere to go. It just stays in the atmosphere and causes things to get really, really hot, like the whole planet. I'm sure you've heard of global warming. That is exactly what is happening to your trash after it goes to the landfill. But if you compost your trash or recycle, then you're not contributing to the methane and to the global warming. If you compost your trash, it gets oxygen and it decomposes a lot faster and it turns into something usable. So if you compost your trash into soil and then use it in your garden to grow food, that's less trips you have to make to the grocery store. So that cuts down on carbon emissions from your car, which cuts down on global warming. If you donate your soil to a local farm to complete the local food cycle, that diminishes the need to haul food from farther away, which cuts down on those carbon emissions from hauling from cars and cuts down on global warming.